다자 키 뜸바 냠메 투페왕부 샵지둘 맘메 발라 고베 랍드되데 고숨 규바침부 찬처싱 잡수 치우 다도 심지엔 탐지지 주 진젤라버 제도 솔 Today is the conclusion day of the week-long Buddha Jayanti prayers and aspirations conducted by IBC. Of course, it is part of 2564th Buddha Jayanti of year 2020. In this occasion, it is extremely important to make very sincere and practical dedication. Of course, always, but at this juncture of human endeavor, very crucial. Whether you are religious or not, out of 7.5 billion human beings, 1,500,000 and plus are already affected by this pandemic, COVID-19. And more than 300,000 people have died throughout the world. So in this kind of situation, we, the humanity, have to do everything within our capacity to deal with this. Right now, in India, think about the size of the population and everything else. Although so many people have lost their life and so many people contacted this pandemic, but the death toll is 2,649, as I have learned about it today. Up to now, which is a lot of people, of course. But looking at every scenario throughout the world and the population of this nation, then all the measures that, starting from the government, then of course most important people in this endeavor, the first responders, doctors, nurses, law enforcement, private citizens, and all the dedicated individuals and organizations who have done big things, such as feeding hundreds of thousands of people, to small things just to help one person for one meal. As a result of that, the damage is controlled up to today. And I sincerely believe that it can, and it should, and it will get better. My sincere prayer is that by the blessing of Buddha, because of two reasons. Number one, I am a Buddhist. Number two, this is the last day of the 2564 Buddha Jayanti week and Vesak week. And it is put together by IBC. So I pray to Buddha, may humanity overcome this pandemic soon as possible. As the teaching of Buddha goes, every sentient being is a future Buddha, and I respect them as future Buddha in action. Whether you believe in Buddhism or not is another issue. But as a believer of Buddha, I sincerely think this way. So I wanted to dedicate my prayers, my merit, and every aspect of well-being that I might have. I dedicate all for them and for all the humanity. And then, most importantly, for the future's sake, those doctors, those scientists, those people who are working to find a solution, practical solution, a vaccine, a medicine for this sickness. May they find it quickly. I have heard that there was quite a number of candidates already are discovered. Wonderful. And may it happen in such a appropriate speed so that humanity will have it, and every single 7 billion plus human beings will have the opportunity to receive the vaccine as per their wish. This is my very practical, pragmatic prayer. And of course, many people died, so pray for them. And that those who died, their family members, I pray for them. Always losing loved one is a very, very tragic thing. But with this particular pandemic, many times, when loved one is dying, you are not allowed to go there and be with them, hold hands, talk to them. You're not allowed because of the nature of this pandemic. And this is very painful, I'm sure. So pray for them. And then so many who are not sick, like myself, I'm not sick, but we all always have to be careful. But being careful is very important, but it is accompanied by fear. So when our limitation borderline between the fear and carefulness overcrosses, then it becomes panic. And that is not good. So I also pray for everyone. May they be able to be careful and protect themselves without getting afraid, without having fear factor in it. So these are my practical prayers. And then furthermore, all those authorities throughout the world who try their best to do whatever is appropriate to protect people, protect their people, may they succeed. And may all these doctors and nurses, may they succeed in curing and caring for their patients. And then, above all, the old generation and infants, and also a very difficult life many people have. They are not able to move properly, they are not able to talk properly. You know, these kind of people, they are in grave danger. So may they be protected. So that is my prayer. Anyway, prayer alone does not really help. But prayer is like a reminder, and it gives us hope and guideline so that we can act upon this prayer. So we can put our thought into prayer, prayer into practical application, and we do, and this old saying, you should mean what you say. You should practice what you preach. So shall we all do our best. In my small level, my humble level, I am doing my best, but this is like one drop in the ocean. But ocean is made out of drops. So humanity is more than 7 billion. I am one. And everybody do their best. Then we have more than hope. But I want to say one last thing. That is, we should not get euphoric about overcoming this pandemic. We will overcome this pandemic. I am sure we will overcome this pandemic. But there will be other ones, not necessarily same ones, but similar ones, kind of, whether it is natural disasters, whether it is human-made disasters, or whether it is some kind of new disease, something will come. It has been like that for past billions of years. Long as we know the history of humanity and history of a planet, we can read from fossil records and before human history. So therefore, we always should be aware of the impermanence of anything that we achieve. So instead of getting euphoric and getting carried away and become careless, we always be mindful and careful that when something like this is about to happen, we know before it happens. And then we prepare the remedy for that happening, which can be devastating. So this is my simple prayer. And something like that in many occasions about the body, about the mind. There's so much happening to the minds of the millions and millions of people right now. So we pray for them. Because mind, I don't have miracle. Having said that, everybody have miracle. Everybody's mind is miracle. If you think positive, you become positive. If you think compassion, you become compassionate. If you think negative, you become negative. So this way, everyone have the capacity to perform their own. Maybe the word miracle is little misleading. So their own spiritual and mental and inner strength, which can overcome anything. There's nothing your mind cannot deal with. Whatever it is, we have the potential and ability within us. So may that wake up and function. All the best for all of us, we the humanity. Not only human beings, but all the living creatures on this earth. And then not only that, environment in which we all thrive. This is heaven, actually. So let our heaven become heaven again. Truly. Because right now it doesn't manifest like heaven. So many pollution, so many destruction. So all the best for everyone, including me. Buddha bless all of us. Semjin nepa jinyepa nyurdu nele torjurjing rowe nena malyepa tadun jungwa meprasho. Semjin tamje dedan denjurji ngenro tamje tado tombrasho chanchu samba kanda sarjupa dada kunje malam dandrusho. chanchu semcho rimboche machi panam chijurchik jepa nyamba mebraya kone kondon pewarishu. Sunamdi tamchi zikpa tomne nyebe dranam pamche ne jega nanchi balap trupayi sipen solen rovarishu. Jambal pavi chitra chembata kundu zambo deyang dejinte deda kunji jesu da hlopching gawan deda tamche rabdu ngo.